Welcome to Face Today. This is the first news media about lucid dreams, sleep paralysis, and other phase states. If you missed latest news on our website or social media, we've prepared a full video review for you. Are you ready? Most comprehensive study on lucid dreaming techniques published. In July 2020, the scientific journal Frontiers in Psychology published an article authored by Denholm J. Aspey from the University of Adelaide, Australia, in which the scientist summarizes many years of experience researching various methods of lucid dreaming induction. Based on experience from previous studies, the author used 5 of the most popular induction techniques: reality testing, sleep fragmentation, the mnemonic induction technique, senses-initiated lucid dream technique, and the combined techniques. 355 participants with an interest in lucid dreaming completed a pre-test questionnaire and then kept a sleep diary for 1 week before practicing one of the suggested induction techniques on week 2 of the experiment. All participants were instructed to set the alarm to 5 hours after falling asleep, place it in a location that required getting out of bed upon wakening, and then practice the technique assigned to them when the alarm went off. The result of the international study, with participants hailing from a wide selection of countries, was the confirmation of the SSILD, 16.5%, and MILD, 16.9%, as being most effective in comparison with other methods of induction. The WBTB technique was used in all cases. The SSILD technique involves waking up after roughly 5 hours of sleep and then repeatedly switching attention between visual, auditory, and physical sensations before returning to sleep. The mnemonic technique is based on repeating the statement, "The next time I fall asleep, I will remember that I am dreaming," just before falling asleep. It has also been shown that the overall frequency of retained dream memories has a positive effect on the frequency of lucid dreams. The reality check technique, on the other hand, was perceived by many participants as difficult to perform and required a longer time to master. This is one of the largest studies of lucid dreaming techniques to date, and the results will be of great interest to all practitioners. Travel agency offers dream journey during COVID-19 quarantine. At a time when international air travel seems like a dream to many people, lucid dreams are a way to travel without any regard for physical or legal limitations. For example, the American travel company Love Home Swap, which specializes in home swap services, was the first to offer its users a dream vacation in their sleep. The company posted a dream passport on its website developed in partnership with lucid dreaming expert Charlie Morley. According to the company's website, the passport manual uses scientifically proven lucid dream techniques. In order to plan a holiday, the user needs to select the place that he or she wants to visit in a dream on the site, describe the vacation in detail, and create a suggestion to transport themselves there. Combining visualization, affirmation, and pre-sleep hypnotic suggestion, most people will be able to influence the content of their dreams within a few nights of practice and essentially choose what they want to dream about, comments the author of the program. The idea of traveling the world from the comfort of your own home is familiar to lucid dreaming practitioners. However, now this topic is becoming more relevant than ever for a large number of people finding themselves in lockdown. According to Managing Director Celia Pronto, dream home swapping holidays are 100% coronavirus-proof, quarantine-exempt, the perfect way to get hyped about an actual home swapping holiday, and are absolutely free. Thus, the practice of lucid dreaming may soon become a popular form of travel around the world. What is more bizarre, lucid dreams or non-lucid dreams? Not much research on lucid dreaming has come out of Asia so far. At the same time, the only study conducted in China in 2008 shocked scientists from other countries, showing that frequency of lucid dreaming in China is 92%, the highest recorded rate in the world. A new study earlier this year by researchers at South China Normal University in Guangzhou found that the lucid dreaming rate was actually closer to 81.3%. But this wasn't the main focus of the study. The authors draw attention to how bizarre ordinary dreams are compared to lucid dreams, and how this affects the factors of consciousness. Dream practitioners may think that bizarreness is one of the triggers of lucid dreams, and, accordingly, is more common in this form of sleep. The Chinese scientists, however, have come to the conclusion that the opposite is in fact true. Dreams are usually characterized by a lack of metacognition, that is, the ability of the dreamer to analyze their thinking and therefore self-reflect within the dream. Primitive consciousness in normal sleep turns off many of the brain's cognitive functions and therefore makes us unable to cope with cognitive anomalies, such as bizarre dream scenarios, which to some extent resemble a model of psychosis. Lucid dreamers, on the other hand, retain the functions of a higher order of consciousness. On this basis, the scientists collected descriptions of dreams from 176 survey participants who had a high frequency of lucid dreams, and compared the concentration of bizarreness in lucid and non-lucid dreams on a special scale. The self-reflection indicators of the participants were also assessed. The study found that levels of strangeness were significantly higher in reports of non-lucid dreams, thus confirming the scientists' hypothesis about the effect reduced self-reflexivity in sleep would have on the bizarreness of dreams. In other words, the bizarreness of dreams is most likely not the cause of lucid dreams, but the result of changes in the level of metacognition provoked by this state. The study was published in January 2020 in the scientific magazine Frontiers in Psychology. Eye movement as a method of lucid dreams confirmation under scrutiny. The scientific method of registration of lucid dreams, based on instructing dreamers to move their eyes in a dream at the moment of awareness, was first applied in the late 1970s. However, a new study by the Brazilian scientist Sergio Arturo Motoro Lim from the Institute of the Brain of the Federal University of Rio Grande do Norte is now asking whether this method is sufficiently reliable in assessing lucid dreaming. The connection between eye movements during sleep and subsequent visual images occurring during REM sleep was noticed by scientists back in the 1950s. A little later, a scanning hypothesis was put forward in which it was noted that eye movements during sleep are controlled by dream images, similar to how during wakefulness the eyes move towards the objects a person is looking at. Thus, the technique of eye movement during REM sleep was developed, thanks to which scientists have standardized the procedure for registering the presence of lucid dreams in laboratory conditions. However, more and more studies are now disputing this fact. The biggest question for scientists is the psychological ability to move the eyes consciously during sleep. Also, not all REM eye movements are the result of tracking dream images. In fact, many scientists believe that eye movement during REM sleep is caused by several factors, only one of which is the presence of dream images. One of the major challenges to the existing method is that some participants in laboratory experiments report not having dreamt despite the fact that their eyes were moving, and vice versa. In people who are blind from birth, no eye movement are observed, while in an experiment conducted on cats whose vision had degraded with age, eye movement was still preserved. Scientists are not yet sure if you can move your eyes without signs of arousal or wakefulness, as some studies in recent years have shown that eye movements during REM sleep occur without changing muscle tone, under the influence of microarousal, and this may indicate a transitional phase of sleep. Thus, there is more and more evidence to suggest that data regarding this method of recording lucid dreams needs to be updated for future research. The study was published in April 2020 in the scientific magazine Frontiers in Neuroscience. Lack of reality checks lead to paranormal activity. Is the frequency of lucid dreams, nightmares, and sleep paralysis related to deficiencies in reality testing and the dreamer's paranormal experience or beliefs? Scientists from Manchester Metropolitan University in UK tried to answer this unusual question. The study involved 455 UK respondents who had previously experienced lucid dreaming. The respondents filled out reports in which they assessed the above factors. Forms of paranormal experiences such as telepathy, foresight, apprehension, psychic abilities, mediumship, and spiritism are associated with an open and intuitive approach to experience, just like lucid dreaming. The authors of the study took the above claim one step further, suggesting that a tendency towards the subjective paranormal, coupled with a lack of reality checks, can lead to at least one altered state of consciousness. The key symptoms of sleep paralysis are often auditory and visual hallucinations, which can take the form of supernatural experiences that terrify the sleeper. One of the factors behind this fear during sleep paralysis is often the presence of an otherworldly character, an intruder, the feeling of an evil presence, or an incubus, the feeling of pressure of the chest, suffocation, and physical pain. As with lucid dreaming, research shows that personality factors influence the onset of pleasant sleep paralysis, or, conversely, paralysis with severe hallucinations. In addition, the person's imaginative capacity plays an important role in both lucid dreaming and sleep paralysis. Ideas of experiences of the paranormal was found to have a positive but minor effect on lucid dreaming, nightmares, and sleep paralysis. The reality check factors during auditory or visual hallucinations, however, had a great influence on the experience of lucid dreaming. The research thus shows the importance of being aware of lucid dreaming in order to recognize the phenomenon. The study was published in March 2020 in the Frontiers in Psychology magazine. Color green in a dream enhances creativity. Creativity is known to play a prominent role in lucid dreaming. For example, some scientists are inclined to hypothesize that a penchant for fantasy enhances the bizarreness and vividness of dreams. In a study published in September 2020 in the journal Dreaming, scientists investigated whether the intensity of dreams is related to creativity and whether creativity can be enhanced with color stimulation. 120 participants were asked to complete Guilford's Unusual Uses task 3 times, which is widely used by psychologists to effectively assess creativity. During the testing, they were asked to think about non-standard but possible ways of using a tin can, a brick, and paper clips. The answer had to be depicted on 3 colored sheets: green, red, and white. The participants were then rated on a dream intensity scale. The results showed a positive correlation with the creativity scored in color conditions. However, when assessing the vividness of dreams, green came out on top. General research data suggests that people who have vivid dreams and have more control over them are more creative and get the most out of the stimulating effect of the green color. This property can of course be used to enhance the lucid dream experience. As you can see, our topic is actively developing. In order not to miss new discoveries, right now subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media, where we publish news daily. All links are in the description. See you next week.